Welcome to Foundations. I'm Bree, Morena de Santos. This is a nice chill class. We're in a new month, so we're gonna just focus on going with the flow. We're gonna start lying on our back. So take your time as you make your way all the way down to the mat. Take a moment here, let your legs get nice and long, let your hands come down by your side. Just feel the earth beneath your body. Allow yourself to become present in the here and now. Letting go of whatever came before, not thinking about what's coming up next. Just feeling really content with the fact that you have invited yoga, the practice of yoga, into your day. And just completely allow yourself to become one with your mat. Start to sense your breath. Just feel your inhalation. Feel your heart rise, your belly expand. Notice how it feels on the exhale. As you feel like you're sinking or connecting deeper to the earth, notice what you are bringing with you to the mat today. Any tension in the body. Maybe starting to encourage those parts of your body to relax. Maybe wiggling the toes, stretching the fingers. As you inhale through the nostrils, maybe allowing some gentle exhales to come through the mouth. Yes. And just taking a few more rounds of breath here. We're not in a hurry. We want to explore every breath. We want to allow the body to move. We want to feel grounded in our practice. And maybe on your next inhale, finding the deepest inhale that you can, opening the mouth and letting an audible exhale escape your body. Let's do two more. Kind of think about when you're holding a baby and you're just sort of cooing with the baby, relaxing the nervous system. That's what you're doing for yourself. Yes. On your next inhale, inhale the hands over your head. Stretch your body in both directions, pointing your toes away from your nose. And then as you exhale, draw your knees into your body. Just take a moment here, allow yourself to rock from side to side. We're going to take little moments of pauses throughout our practice today to offer yourself gratitude. Maybe you're connecting with an intention or you're just thankful for being. Try to connect with that spirit that lives within you. We're going to bring the feet to the mat, keeping the knees pointing upward towards the ceiling. Let your hands come down by your side and just take a moment in this position here. Feel your body as you relax through the pelvis. And you can keep your hands here. They can rest atop of your belly or anywhere else. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, let the knees just fall to one side. Nice and slow. And as you inhale, the knees start to float towards the ceiling. And you exhale the knees to the opposite side. We're just coming into some very slow, gentle windshield wipers. Maybe taking a pause on each side, getting an additional stretch through the hip, through the back. Letting your week completely fade out of your muscles, out of your tissues. Giving yourself that gentle massage. Getting a little bit of a massage on the back of the body here, maybe the upper glutes. And just moving the body exactly with the breath. Exhaling slowly as the knees fall. Inhale slowly as the knees rise. In today's practice, try to enjoy every little bit of what it is that you're doing. If at any time I say something, you hear something else, go with what you hear. Do what feels best for your body. I'm just here to guide you, but please feel comfortable with taking those additional stretches, slowing down your movements, maybe taking a quiet pose like a child's pose. Salud, bless you. And then bringing yourself up center whenever you get a chance. Knees are pointed towards the sky, hip distance apart. Take a moment here and just feel the back of your body center onto your mat. Let your hands come down by your side. Spread your fingers, feel your palms pressing into the mat. Take a moment here and just acknowledge your toes, acknowledge the bottoms of your feet as they ground themselves into the mat. And on your next inhale, pressing into the mat as you lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Take a moment, notice your neck. You might need to ground your shoulders down a little bit more. You're gonna feel a stretch happening in the quadriceps. You're gonna feel your glutes tense up. And then exhale, release all of that tension out of your muscles as you float your hips to the earth. Take a moment, let everything relax completely. You're gonna feel your pelvis, your hips, your back start to relax. And then press into the palms, press into the feet. Inhale, lift the hips and rise. Everything's gonna tense up yet again. Keep floating your hips as high as they can go, pressing your shoulders into the mat, supporting the back of your neck. And then exhale, release all of the tension. Come all the way down to the mat, release every single muscle, relax the jaw. And then one more time, we shall repeat. Inhale, rise. Feel all that tension, all of the muscles gather and fire up. Your core is starting to activate. Pressing your shoulders back into the mat as you rise. And then exhale, release. We're gonna take a few more windshield wipers just to release any tension we stirred up in the body here. So again, you can replace your arms wherever you want them and just let those knees fall from side to side. Yes. Enjoying a few more rounds here with your breath, going as fast or as slow as it makes sense here. And then we're gonna come back to center. We're gonna bring those knees back into the body. And we're gonna wiggle the toes, make little circles, release the ankles or point and flex, kind of like you're floating underwater and you're just flapping your feet. And then we're gonna keep that left knee squeezed towards the chest, and we're gonna raise that right foot towards the ceiling. Toes are gonna flex towards the nose. Imagine you're pressing the heel of your foot into the tile of the ceiling, or if you're at home, or wherever you are. And just invite that additional stretch. Try not to hyperextend that knee, but feel that lengthened leg trying to stretch out. And then point your toes towards the sky and slowly resist that leg all the way down to the mat. Imagine that someone is pulling the toe back up towards the sky as you are drawing the heel down to the mat. Once that foot touches down, completely relax that leg and focus on the knee that is bent towards the chest and wiggle those toes, release that ankle. Keep squeezing that knee in towards your body. Feel your biceps start to activate here. You can also place your hands under the knee, which gives you a better grip, or you can use a strap. When you're ready, we're going to take that knee in the opposite hand and we're going to cross it over the body with the eyes in the opposite direction, just getting a nice gentle twist of the body. Imagine you are breathing into that hip, into the lower parts of your back, relaxing through the shoulders. You're not forcing anything. This is just a natural twist. Your body is letting gravity do its job. And you're just breathing. Yes. One more round of breath here. And then activate your core. Feel that engagement through your navel as you slowly bring yourself back through center. Go ahead and bring your knees back into your body. Again, your hands can be over the knees, under the knees, right? Whatever is the best grip for you. We're going to keep that opposite knee in, so it should be your right knee. Left leg towards the ceiling and point those toes towards your nose. Imagine you're kicking your heel up, extending through that lengthened leg. Feel that stretch that might show up in the calf or somewhere else. And then point the toes away from your nose towards the sky, slowly resisting that leg all the way down to the mat. Like someone is pulling it up as you are pressing it down. It feels super heavy. Once your leg touches down, relax that lengthened leg and focus on that bent knee. Squeezing it toward your body, wiggling the toes, releasing the ankle. Yes. We're going to keep that leg or that bent knee in the opposite hand. We're going to draw it over the body, eye gazes opposite direction, and just let gravity do its job. Focus on your breath. Imagine you're breathing into the hip, into the lower back. One more round of breath. And then purposely engage your core. Feel the muscles surrounding your navel engage as you draw yourself back center. Both knees back into the body. Maybe draw your forehead to your knees just to get a little flexion in the back of your neck. And then release everything down. Go ahead and stretch your body in both directions. Happy Saturday. Yay. Woo! Yes. We're going to curl into a little ball coming over onto either side. Doesn't matter which side you choose. Coming into a little fetal posture. Draw your knees towards your chest. Rest your head on your arm. Just take a moment here and take 3 really intentional rounds of breath. Feel your body balloon through all points from sides, front, and back. And just let the exhales escape your body. After your 3rd round of breath, you're going to take that top arm and press it into the earth, rising to a seat. Take your time. I know it's kind of hard coming out of those poses. We're going to bring the bottoms of the feet together, hands on the ankles. Tuck your chin into your body. And then round your spine. Let your belly collapse inside so your navel is sort of collapsing toward your spine. If you like, you can draw your nose towards your toes, even if it's just in theory. Maybe flap your butterfly wings, getting into those hip flexors. Yeah. And just invite the stretch. We're going to do some seated cat-cows after this. So just take a few more moments here, feeling your hip flexors, maybe wiggling things around, getting into the shoulders. Don't be shy. If you close your eyes, you go invisible. I teach a lot of kid yoga, so sometimes it works in adults, but you guys are usually smarter. You're like, that's not true. And then we're going to slowly rise. We're going to bring the knees towards the sky. Bring your hands right under the knees. Feel your toes kind of grounding into the mat here. We're going to inhale as we draw the chest toward the thighs, nose toward the sky. Imagine you're a happy cow smelling roses. Exhale, tuck your chin, round your spine, lengthen your arms. Feel your tailbone as your pelvis kind of curves up and under. And then at your own pace, going through your cat-cows, inhaling as you draw the body together. Exhale as you lengthen. And just getting out any tension that might be in your body here. Yes. Taking those deep inhales, those slow exhales. If your mind is busy, kind of thinking about what's coming next, see if you can redirect that energy, maybe to the sound of your breath. One more round. We're gonna come through a nice neutral. We're gonna take a supported Navasana, supported boat pose. So bringing yourself nice and center, we're gonna lift one leg and then the other. And you can hold on here, right? You can feel that engagement through your biceps. You can feel yourself balancing on your towel. If you want, you can release the hands, maybe giving yourself a little bit more of a balance challenge. And if you want the fuller expression, maybe lengthening. Find your breath, one more round, and let it go. Give yourself a hug. Yes. We're gonna come over onto all four, tabletop. So take your time arriving. And we're gonna stretch those hands out in front of us, melt our hearts to the mat. Get in a nice little stretchy kitty cat. Feel your tail pressing far behind you. Try to enjoy this. It's like the best stretch ever if you let it. That's right. Take your eye gazes to the top of your mat. We're gonna float our heart forward like a little sill on a rock or cobra. Your shoulders are gonna wanna come forward. See if you can expand through your chest, which might require a little bit more of your muscle. Find your breath. Yes. And then exhale back to your stretchy kitty cat. We're going to take a few rounds of these at your own pace. Maybe you want to hang out in one of the poses a little bit longer. Maybe you prefer the cobra or you prefer the stretchy kitty cat. Whatever feels really good here. Keep moving through your pose, and we're just going to check on the studio's AC. Let's reset itself to 0. Here. There we go. Put it down. Few more rounds here, my dears. We're gonna come back through tabletop. Just take a few more rounds of your stretches. Going back and forth between the two poses, getting into those spinal flexion. One more round, and then we're gonna meet back in tabletop, making sure the hands are right under the shoulders, fingers are spread, palms are glued into the earth, knees are hip distance apart. Your feet can be flat or tucked. From this perfect tabletop, we're gonna take a deep inhale. As we exhale, tuck the chin around the spine for traditional mad cat. And then as you inhale, drop the belly, lift the nose for your happy cow. And moving at your own pace from here. Slowly rolling your spine, pressing the mat away from you as you go into your mad cat. And just enjoying your bodies like water as you move between the two poses. Yes. If there's anything else that feels really yummy here, maybe you wish to wag your puppy tail, bringing ear to shoulders, or you want to move your body in a figure 8 or move it like the ocean waves. Whatever your spine is craving, just check in with your body. Yes. We're going to start to get into our hips. So taking 2 more rounds, coming back through tabletop whenever you're ready. Take your time. When you arrive, you're going to bring that right foot in between your thumbs. The left foot's going to slide behind you. And we're just going to take a moment here. Start to exhale as your pelvis gets heavier towards the earth. Just feeling that stretch happening in that inner thigh. And just find your breath here. Notice any tension in your jaw and shoulders as we're trying to settle into our hip here. Your hands can always be on blocks as well, which might help you actually get deeper into the pose, gives you a little lift. One more round of breath. And then we're going to tuck the back toe and lift that back knee. And we're just going to move through the toes as the crown of the head shifts towards the top of the mat. We get a little bit of stretching happening through the back of the leg. And when you're ready, that back foot's going to step forward and the opposite foot's going to step backward. And then we're just going to move through those toes before we drop the knee and flatten the foot. And when you're ready, we're going to bring it to static, hold, drop the knee, flatten the foot, and let the pelvis sink towards the mat. Just getting into that hip flexor. Again, the shoulders are going to try to creep into the ears. Encourage them to draw down the back of the body, feeling that expansion from shoulder to shoulder through your chest. That's right. One more round of breath. And then we're going to tuck the back toe, lift that knee, and step that foot forward. We're coming into a forward fold, Uttanasana. Pedal it out. You can bring your hands on your blocks here. Wiggle your hips. Let go of any tension in the knees. Maybe grab opposite elbows. Maybe sway from side to side. Or you just hold the pose and let the top part of your body melt over the lower part. Good places for gravity to just do their job here. Make us nice and heavy. When you're ready, we're gonna bend the knees. You're gonna draw your navel closer to your body. So you're gonna engage your core. Let your head dangle, and then we're going to slowly rise. I'm gonna readjust my camera here. Let your head float nice and last. Perfect. We're gonna inhale the hands up overhead. Sorry, it's always a little tricky thing there. And exhale, cactus arms, a little baby back bend, heart opener. Inhale up. Let's do it again. A nice slow exhale, bringing those shoulder blades together. Inhale, rise, last time. Just let it go. Yes. And then inhale up, we're going to bring the hands to our heart space. Tuck your chin towards your body. Take a moment, relax the jaw, shoulders, and glutes, and find a moment of gratitude. I always like to, whenever my hands are in prayer center, just to take that little moment. Even if I'm in a fast vinyasa class, I just try to take a moment just to have that moment of gratitude, whatever that looks like for me. We're gonna keep those hands pressed together, inhale them up towards the ceiling. Take a slight back bend, lift the heart towards the sky. Feel the bottoms of your feet pressing into the mat as you hinge at the hips. So you're gonna stick your tail out behind you. You're gonna shift your weight into your heels. You're gonna feel that gentle stretch, and then you're gonna take it all the way to the mat. If at any time you need to bend your knees, please honor that. Inhale as we lift halfway, let your fingers come up the shins towards the knees. Exhale, fold. We're gonna bend those knees, hands to the mat, step into a gentle plank. We're gonna drop that right knee, shift our weight into the right hand, left hand to the sky. That back foot will follow naturally. Press the mat away from you as the fingertips lift up, but draw the shoulder back towards your body. Yes. The hand that's in the sky can go overhead as you lift your heart and twist a little bit closer towards the sky. Just getting a little bit of a deeper spinal flexion twist here in the body, if you like. If your hand is overhead, take it back towards the sky, drop it to the mat, eye gazes follow. Step into a plank and push into your first down dog. Go ahead and pedal it out, shake your hips, release any tension in the body. That's right. We're gonna come back to plank and we're gonna drop that left knee. So a little bit of a strength challenge there. Shift your weight into the left hand, right hand to the sky, back foot will follow. Eye gazes can go up or down, whatever the neck wants. Stretching from both directions, but drawing that shoulder back into the body. Yes. If you want a little bit deeper twist, hand overhead, shift your heart towards the sky as that hand that's pressing into the mat helps you get deeper into that twist. Find your breath. And then slowly hand back to the sky. If not already, drop it to the mat and press back into down dog. Walk your toes to meet your hands. Bend your knees. Slowly rise as you tuck your chin into your chest. Pressing through the bottoms of your feet. Inhale the hands up into the air. Nice and slow. Exhale, cactus. Yes. Inhale, rise. 2 more times. Exhale, really let it go. Inhale. And last time, let it go. Yes, inhale, rise. Exhale the hands to your heart space. Relax your jaw, shoulders, and glutes, and take a moment of gratitude. Yes. Pressing the palms together, inhale up. Exhale, heart opener, little baby back bend. Exhale, hinging at the hips. Notice the difference when you hinge, shifting your weight towards your heels, feeling your tail press behind you, getting that deeper stretch in your hamstrings. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, stepping into that gentle plank, taking a more traditional vinyasa flow in today's class. We're going to drop our knees, flatten our feet, lift our nose, cobra. Exhale into child's pose. Take a moment here. You can be in a wide-legged balasana, child's pose, or you can keep the knees glued together. This pose can be active. You can draw the fingertips towards the top of the mat, press the palms into the earth and ground your glutes. Or it can be passive, where you find restoration and relaxation. Maybe massaging your forehead or placing a block under it. Take a moment. Most importantly, you can really feel your breath here. You can get into that diaphragmatic breathing. Every inhale, you'll feel that expansion happening through the lungs, into your rib cage, through the back of your body. You might feel the sides of your body through the armpits and the belly expand. And if this feels uncomfortable, you feel restricted, just take your time. Your diaphragm's a muscle. It takes a while to get it to expand. Taking another round of breath. Yes. We're going to come back to tabletop. Take your time arriving. From tabletop, we're going to take a nice little balance challenge. But before we do, we're going to find a nice gentle stretch. Right foot's going to lengthen behind you. Tuck the toe into the mat and shift your weight into your heel as you press into the palms of your hands. Once you find the pose in your body, take your eye gazes in between your thumbs so that the back of your neck is neutral. So try not to look up towards the top of your mat. Only focusing on that gentle stretch you're offering through the back of your leg. Shifting through your toes, coming back to center. We're going to draw the toes to the left. Eye gazes are going to look over that left shoulder, getting deeper into that stretch. Keep pressing the mat away from you. If this is too much on your spine, you can keep that foot closer to the back of your mat. And then look for your next exhale. We're going to draw that line all the way over to the right. Eye gazes can follow, taking that foot as far as you want it to go. Turning this into a little bit of a balance challenge. Shift your weight into the left hand, right hand into the sky, twisting toward that lengthened leg. Find your breath here. Yes. And on your next exhale, release the hand back to the earth. Eyes will follow. Draw that foot behind you. And then lift the heel off of the mat in line with your spine. Press the mat away from you. We're going to shift our weight into that right hand. Left hand's going to reach forward, creating quite the balance challenge here. One more round of breath. Eye gazes can go forward or towards the earth for more stability. And then exhale, release the body to the mat. Go ahead and move your body intuitively. If this is too much on your knee and you need a blanket, let me know. You can also roll the blankets up under your knee. Yeah. Might make it a little bit more comfy for you. All right, my dears, we're going to come back to tabletop. Take your time arriving. Hands are right under the shoulders in case they shifted around. Left leg will extend behind you. Tuck the toes into the mat. Shift your weight into the heels as you press into the palms. And then, of course, just pay attention to where your eye gazes are. Release any tension in the back of your neck. Just enjoy the stretch. If it feels like your knees hyperextending, then come out of the shifting into your heels so much. Shift your weight closer to the top of your mat. And when you're ready, that foot's going to draw over to the right as your eyes look over that shoulder, looking for the toe. Find your breath, only taking it as far as your spine's in the mood for. If you have any sciatica issues, this is good, all of what we're doing right now, but it also feels a little bit uncomfortable. So it's both good and uncomfortable. And then we're going to draw the toe all the way to the opposite side. Eye gazes follow, taking that foot as far as you want it to go. Getting into that hip. Taking that balance challenge as you shift your weight into the right hand, left hand into the sky. You're going to feel that top hip kind of rotate and lift, and that's appropriate. Finding your breath here. And when you're ready, exhale that hand to the mat. Toe's going to come behind you where you found it. And we're going to lift that heel off of the mat in line with your spine. Toes tucked toward your nose. Shifting your weight into that left hand, right hand floats up. Eye gaze is option to follow, taking the balance challenge. Find your breath. It's instinctive to hold it here, but try to let it go. And then exhale your body to the mat. Go ahead and move your body intuitively here. Awesome. We're going to tuck our toe and lift our hips to the sky for down dog, right leg high. We're going to draw in between the thumbs. And we're going to take a moment here in this low lunge. Your left hand can go on a block or the mat, right hand to the sky, twisting toward that inner thigh. If you need to drop that back knee, please honor that. Otherwise, this is more of like a balance challenge, getting into that front quad. If you drop that back knee, you're going to get into more of that hip and hip flexor. One more round of breath. Exhale the hand to the mat. And then we're going to step that back foot forward. We're going to come into chair pose. So sweep the hands up overhead. Imagine that I am scooting a chair up behind your bum and you're just leaning into it. Eye gazes are going to be off the tip of your nose. Imagine I'm taking like a grape and it's rolling down the nape of your neck off your tailbone. One more round of breath. We're going to find cactus arms here, which you're going to enjoy, and then bring your hands to your heart. See if you can sink just a little bit lower. And we're going to take that left elbow and we're going to wrap it over to the right knee, or we're going to twist towards the right. Maybe you can make the bind. If not, you're just twisting your body in the right direction, pressing the palms together. One more round of breath. Woo, I know you can feel this in your legs. Exhale, center. Inhale, slowly rise. Let your head float on top of your shoulders, nice and last. Inhale the hands up. Exhale, take a heart opener, a little baby back bend. Inhale up. Exhale, reverse swan dive. You're going to shift your weight into your heels, stick your tail out behind you as you hinge at the hips. Inhale, lifting halfway, neutralizing your spine. Exhale, fold. Yes, we're going to bend the knees, draw the navel to spine or engage your core, and we're going to come into chair pose. Yet again. See if you can sink just a little lower. I know it's a bit of a challenge here. And we're going to bring cactus arms, hands to heart. We're going to twist over to the left. See if you can connect your elbow to your outer knee. If not, that's okay. Find your breath here. Yes. One more round. Woo. And exhale, center. Bring the hands to the mat. Step gently back to a gentle plank. We're going to drop our knees, flat our feet, lift our nose. Draw your shoulder blades together, lift your heart. Exhale, child's pose. And then we'll take the other side in a moment. Take some rounds of breath here. Relax and restore, reground and regroup. Yes. Let your breath guide you. Let your breath relax you. Wonderful. We're going to slowly bring ourselves back to tabletop. Hands are right under shoulders. Tuck the toes. Lift the tail towards the sky. Left leg high into the air. Drop it in between the thumbs. Low lunge. Your hand can be, that right hand can be on your block. And your left hand can twist towards the sky as you twist toward that inner thigh. Again, if you drop that knee and flatten that foot, you're going to get into the hip. Otherwise, you are in this balance challenge, kind of creating more strength for your legs. Find your breath. One more round. Woo! And exhale your hands to the mat. Go ahead and step that front foot back. Drop your knees. And we're going to come to a seat where we're seated on our heels. Yes. We're going to inhale the hands up. Exhale, cactus arms. Draw the blades together. Really expand through the chest. Yes. Inhale, rise. Exhale your hands to your heart. Tuck your chin. Take a moment of gratitude. Relax here. Yes. This is a great place to have a blanket under your knees. We're going to be on our knees for just a few rounds of breath. If you need a blanket, please just say blanket. Anybody need a blanket? Okay. All right, my dears, we're gonna inhale our hands up and we're gonna rise onto our knees. We're gonna exhale our hands to our heart, relax your glutes. We're gonna reverse as the palms go up and the right hand's going to separate as the eyes follow, coming into like a nice little waterfall. You can just reach, if it's in your practice, you can make a bind as your hand finds your heel or your ankle. Whatever you do, keep drawing your pelvis forward, lifting your hips, and staying out of your lower back. It shouldn't feel crunchy. You should feel expanded. One more round of breath. Use your core. Inhale, rise. Exhale your hands to your heart. Bring your tail to your heels. Tuck your chin into your chest. Take a moment. Reconnect. Find your breath. See if you can cultivate some inner awareness, some peace. If a thought comes to you and you want it there, explore it. If not, focus back on the breath. And on your next inhale, yogis, inhale the hands up overhead. Exhale, waterfall that left arm down. Eye gazes can follow. Any variation of your choice, even if you're just reaching. Keep lifting the pelvis, lifting the hips, feeling your heart expand into the twist. One more round of breath. Yes. And exhale, release. Come back down. Take a moment. From here, we're going to tuck our chin into our chest. We're going to bring our hands behind us, interlacing the fingers. If this doesn't work for you, you can grab the back of your shirt or even just grab opposite elbows. If you're interlacing the fingers, we're going to draw the shoulder blades together and draw the shoulders down as you tuck the chin. We're looking for a deeper stretch through the nape of the neck, through our cervical spine. You keep drawing the knuckles towards your tailbone, towards the mat as the shoulder blades come together. Your chest is fully expanded from shoulder to shoulder. And then when you're ready, we're going to release. We're going to bring our hands out into a T, and we're going to give ourselves a hug. Just notate which arm is on top, because we're going to do the opposite. Tuck your chin into your body. Just let your heart collapse inside of your chest. Feel a little bit of that spinal flexion in the back of your body. And then inhale, we're going to expand. Eye gazes up this time. Draw the shoulder blades together. And exhale, opposite arm on top. Looking for your next exhale. Exhale, release. Inhale the nose up. And then exhale, just bring yourself back to a nice center point. We're going to bring that right hand down. You could have a block here. You can also come off of your mat so that you can find the earth. And then inhale the hand up overhead on the opposite side. And then just maybe shake your head from side to side. Your left hip is going to really be sticking out unless you're using a block and you want to keep more of an upright position. Find your breath. We're going to inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep the other hand off the mat, other overhead, and maybe shake your head, just releasing tension in the neck and jaw. And just let the side of your body, that hip, do whatever it needs to do. We're going to come off of our knees here in just a moment. And then use your core to rise. We're going to come into all four, tuck the toes, and come into down dog. Pedal it out, shake your head, release tension out of your hips. We're going to walk our hands to our toes. So we're coming towards the back of the mat. We're going to bend the knees, tuck the chin into the body, and slowly roll up. Nice and easy. If your neck feels heavy, you can also interlace your hands behind your head, just kind of supporting your neck and head on the roll up. Inhale your hands up overhead. Let's take a little gentle heart opener, baby back bend. Inhale, rise. Exhale your hands to your heart. Take a moment. We're gonna find a nice gentle pyramid pose in a second, but for now, just notice the tension in your jaw, shoulders, and glutes. Maybe wiggle your toes, feel the palms pressing together, feel your core activating, just getting a little tighter and strengthened. Yes. We're gonna step that right foot forward. Both toes and hips are ideally pointing towards the front of your mat. So all headlights are forward facing as best as you can. And we're gonna inhale the hands up. Gonna turn into a little bit of a balance challenge as you exhale, take a little heart opener, baby back bend, not too much. And then we're gonna come into that nice hinge again. So sticking your tail out behind you as your back becomes neutral. Taking it all the way to the mat. If you need to bend a knee or two, please honor that. If not, lengthen legs here. And then we're just gonna let the arms dangle. You can also have your blocks here. This is meant to be a deeper stretch in the hamstrings. Again, if it's too much, then just make a gentle adjustment. Now, your left hip is going to want to get really tall and rise. So we're going to see if we can start to draw that right hip up a little bit, just kind of adjusting the hips in space, even if it's just a minor adjustment. Now, when you raise that right hip, which is the forward leg, you're going to feel that stretch more, and it's going to encourage you to drop that hip. I would prefer you just bend that knee a little bit and keep that right hip more lifted versus dropping it and stacking those hips. Find your breath. Yes. Notice if you're holding tension in your jaw and your neck. Try to let your head dangle a little bit more. And this is the challenge. We're going to bring our hands to our heart space. We're going to press through the bottoms of the feet, and we're going to rise little by little, hinging back at the hips. If this is too much, your hands can come to your hips or airplane. Inhale the hands up. And exhale them by your side. Yes. We're going to bring our hands to the hips, and we're going to do a little slow shift. So just shift your weight towards that front foot as you come through the back toes. So instead of stepping it forward, we're going to shift. So just feel those toes. Yes. Now step it forward. Go ahead and pedal it out. Yeah. Now on the opposite side, we're just going to walk that foot back and slowly lower that heel. So it's kind of like we're activating every part of the body to get here. Inhale the hands up. This is going to be that balance challenge. Exhale a little heart opener. Nothing crazy. And then slowly hinge. Again, your tail is sticking out behind you. You're probably going to feel it in your calves or hammies. Bend a knee or two if you need to. Take it all the way to the mat. Use your blocks where you see fit. Dangle when you arrive. Let everything become really heavy. Take a moment here. And then when you're ready, you can check in with your hips. Seeing if they're trying to stack. You're going to draw that left hip down, which is the forward leg, and raise that back hip up instead of stacking those hips. So try to square them off just a little bit more. Men tend to naturally square their hips, and women tend to naturally stack to tilt their pelvis, which is fine, but we want to invite that additional stretch. And you can bend that front knee to keep the hips a little bit more squared here if you like. Find your breath. Notice any tension in your jaw and shoulders. If you're trying to hold your neck up, see if you can dangle your head a little bit. You are in a deep inversion. Head is below heart here in most cases, unless you're using your blocks. If you want that balance challenge, hands to your heart, pressing through the bottoms of your feet, slowly rise. A bit of a strength-based move as well. Hands can be on your hips or an airplane. Inhale the hands up and exhale them by your side. We're going to bring our hands to our hips. We're going to shift through those back toes, coming into the toes. Yeah? And then step it forward. That kind of prepares us for like a warrior 3, which we're going to get into. And we're going to do it from a strength-based position. So if you want to step off of your mat or you want a wall to help you with your warrior 3, please do that. Otherwise, we're going to get into it. This time, we're going to step that left foot back. We're going to get into warrior 3 in a different way. Or you're probably used to this, but there's lots of ways to get into it. And this is going to feel a little harder because we're all of a sudden we're going to load that front leg with all our body weight. So now you're back in that pyramid, but this time you're gonna come through the toes and you're gonna shift all your weight into that right standing leg. When you feel good about this, you can start to hinge at the hips. That back foot's gonna naturally lift off of the mat. You can hinge as little as you like or as much as you want, coming into the fuller expression, taking your hands to airplane, heart center, or superhuman, whatever works for you. And again, this is gonna feel more challenging than some other ways to get into Warrior 3 because we literally just shifted all of our weight into that standing leg. So be kind. If it feels too much, then it probably is. One more round of breath if we have it. And can we come out of it the way we got it? Sometimes that's a no. Step it forward and release all that tension. Woo, shake it off. That was a lot for my little legs. Okay, we're gonna try that on the other side, my dears. Right foot's gonna step back. You're gonna come back through the toes just like you did pyramid. And then you're gonna re-prepare yourself as you shift through those toes and you put all the body weight into that standing leg. As you hinge at the hips, that foot will naturally come up. And you can take any expression of the pose. You can even just have that big toe floating gently off of the mat. Now this is the harder side for most of us. So if you're a little bit more wobbly, that could be why. One more round of breath here. Woo! Can we come out of it the way we got into it? If not, then just find your stand. And then step it forward. Go ahead and pedal it out, shake it out. All right, we made it. Okay. Inhale up. Lengthen fingertips to toes. Exhale, slow reverse swan dive. Hinging at the hips, bending the knees whenever you need to. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, step into a nice little plank, as you love them. Drop the knees, flatten the feet, lift the nose. Nice little cobra. Let's try up dog, pressing into the tops of your feet, lifting the knees for your up dog. Exhale, drop your knees, and come into child's pose. All right, reground, regroup. Take a moment with yourself. Give yourself some love. Yes, lovely. Breathe. Re-engage with your diaphragmatic breathing. Feel the inhalations and exhalations through all parts of your body, front, back, and side. For my ladies, if you're wearing any type of apparatus like a sports bra, you can feel on the inhale how snug it becomes. And for my gent, you can imagine. He gave me 2 thumbs up, so I love you for that. But we want that tactile feedback. So check in, your clothes, different parts of your body will give you some immediate feedback. Yeah, one more round of breath, lovelies. And then we're gonna come out of our child's pose. We're gonna slowly rise, and you're just going to find yourself in a nice, gentle, seated posture. Yes. We're gonna bring the bottoms of the feet together for a nice little bound angle. You can grab your ankles or wrap your feet. We did this earlier. This time though, we're gonna draw the shoulders into the ears and fold them behind the body. You're gonna feel that expansion in your chest, bringing your blades together. The pose is gonna feel a little bit more challenging because of this. You're gonna be inclined to stick your chest out, which ducktails the back of your body. You don't wanna do that. You want the nice neutral spine. You just want the chest to be expansive. Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, and you can start to feel how challenging the pose can become. Find the breath. And now you're gonna appreciate that butterfly just a smidge more. On your next exhale, tuck your chin, round your spine. Let your heart encapsulate into your chest. Create a little bowl with your belly. And just enjoy that. Keep your hands hooked onto your legs so that you can just hammock your body in this pose for a moment. One more round of breath. And then we're going to come back to a nice seat and lengthen the legs in front of us. Yeah. We're gonna find a gentle Dandasana, but we're gonna come out of it pretty quickly. So staff pose is what we're in now. Toes towards your nose. Yeah. And again, this feels challenging. We're gonna draw that left knee in. Go ahead and hook it into your body. Yeah. And you can hold it, you can hook it, however it feels best for you. Opposite hand's gonna float in the sky. You're gonna get some nice external rotation. Eye gazes follow, and then you're gonna land that arm behind you. You're twisting away from that leg. Yes. If this is too much, come out of the twist. That shoulder should be really wrapping behind you versus you just looking behind you. One more round of breath, keeping that lengthened leg nice and lengthened, toes towards your nose. And as you exhale, that hand floats back through the sky like a little shooting star. Eye gazes follow. Yes. And now we're going to bring both hands to the knee. And we're going to do a little balance challenge. So we have a couple of options. You can draw your foot up. You can bring your hands under the knee, right? Which might make it a better hook. Or you could do this, or you can grab the foot. So any variation, holding like so, like so, like so. Now, wherever you are, if you're holding your leg from the foot, you can offer the extension if it's in your practice. If you're holding from another vantage point, you can hold the pose here. Now, wherever you are, I'm going to do this pose. You can start to shift your weight a little back. That's right. I love how you looked behind you, Wanda. You're like, what's back there? And you can stay here, right? This is a lot. If you want a little bit more, you can lift that foot. Woo! What? I know. And then you can exhale, let it go. Go ahead and release that tension. Ooh. We're gonna bring both knees into the body. Go ahead and bring your hands under. Give yourself such a hug that you're almost like cracking your own back of your body, right? Like you're really expanding the back. That way you can get some of that tension out of it. We're gonna do that on the other side. We're gonna lengthen that left leg out in front of us. Toes are gonna be flexed toward our nose. We're gonna bend that right knee in. Yeah, take a moment here, hook it however you like. And then the opposite hand will float so you can get that external rotation, and it's just gonna land behind you. Now you shouldn't just be looking behind you. Your whole entire shoulder and chest on that side should be twisted. Find your breath, keep those toes pointing towards your nose. If this is too much, you can come out of the twist of it. Imagine there's an invisible string at the crown of your head floating it towards the ceiling. Get a little taller. Yeah. And then on your next exhale, float those fingers back through, eye gazes follow so you can get that perfect rotation. And then draw the knee into your body. All right, same thing over here. You can grab your knee, you can grab your foot, whatever makes sense here. And then you're just gonna lean back. You're gonna feel your core, especially your lower abs activate, which is a great place even if it's internally, right? It's just so good for the bladder. And then if you want that challenge, yeah, that's right. Even if it's just a little hover, it's like, I have the heaviest leg on the planet. And then exhale, let it go. Woo! Body weight is a thing. Like, wow. But these are like little functional things, right? Like we don't realize when we need to do this in real life somehow. At least need to manipulate our body weight. All right, my dears, we have one more functional practice. If at any time this becomes too much, just drop your forearms and find yourself on your back. For now, we're gonna tuck our chin into our body. We're gonna lengthen our arms out in front of us. Draw your shoulders back into your body, so you're not just like go-go gadget arms. And then as you tuck your chin into your chest, you're gonna roll down little by little, inch by inch. Again, if this becomes too much and you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna hit my head, then just drop your forearms and find yourself lying down. This is a great functional practice to practice at home and start getting your body used to being able to take yourself down and also reverse it, bring yourself back, which is really hard. Stretch your body in both directions and then give yourself a hug. Woo! Yes. Go ahead and make big circles in the sky. Both directions, massage the lower parts of your body. We're gonna take one more round of windshield wipers. And then if there's anything else you wanna do, maybe it's a happy baby or a butterfly in the sky or any final stretches, they don't have to be any yoga poses, then you will honor your body with those. For now, bring your knees to the sky, hip distance apart, feet to the mat. As you inhale, exhale as you drop your knees from side to side. And you can hang out on one side for a few rounds of breath if you like. Just kind of check in with your body. We're just releasing any final tension from our practice today. Preparing the body for Savasana, our final rest. Taking a few more rounds here. And again, if you want to take a happy baby or a figure four, or you just want to do some other type of stretch or some other type of yoga pose that tickles your fancy, please invite that into your practice here. I'm going to start to prepare the body for rest. So those final movements and poses and stretches are going to do just that. Hopefully bringing your energy down and not bringing your energy up. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. If you're at home, I highly suggest legs up the wall. I think I see Virginia doing just that. It's an advantage of being at home. As you start to make your way to your final resting pose, Shavasana, or anything else you prefer, take a moment and just allow the body to melt into the mat. Allowing every exhalation to get you deeper and deeper, more grounded, more relaxed, and more restored. Notice where any tension might be present in the mind or the body. And just breathe some prana, some life force energy into those spaces. And as you begin to settle and relax, just checking in, how do you feel now compared to the beginning of your practice? And just taking those feelings deep inside, allowing them to just swarm and move through the body, leaving what doesn't serve you, accepting what you need, and just being proud of yourself for taking this time to move your body, to meditate on the movements, and to work with your breath. Relax. Relax. And beginning to breathe life into your body. Wiggling your toes, your fingers. Perhaps rolling over onto one side if that feels good. Coming back into that fetal posture. If you like. Just taking a pause. And with your eyes closed or soft, imagine you are as light as a feather and begin to float your body to a seat. Take your time. When you arrive, I invite you to place your hands over your heart or take any other mudra of choice. Take a moment here and just offer yourself lots of love. And may we send each other love all around the room and out into the ether. And may the inner peace that we've cultivated go out into our community. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through your personal practice today. May we all go in peace. Namaste. Yay, we did it. We did it, Belle. Bye, everyone.
Bye, thank you.
Welcome. See you all soon. Mwah, 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 mwah. Have a great Saturday.
You too.